Ready to go.
Good morning, everybody. We're here at 9 o'clock. We'll get this meeting started. Roll call vote. I am here. Miss Allen,
Here.
Mr. Palin, Miss Naylor,
Present.
Miss White. All the visitors are on the agenda, so we'll keep moving on. Approval of the minutes from the previous meeting. Is there any changes or corrections that you guys see from the previous minutes? Hearing none, they'll stand as read. Department head reports. We'll dive right in. We'll start with Jen.
Okay, well, I do. Thought I was on. Whoops. Good morning. I did bring up an employee with me this morning to meet our administration committee. This is Sammy Elarifi, and he's our new GIS tech that started in our office 2 months ago now. 6 weeks, okay, 6 weeks. So we've been enjoying having Carmen not be the lone GIS person anymore, and having Sammy with us. He has a master's in photogrammetry and geoinformatics. Those are big words for Monday morning. And a bachelor's degree in survey engineering. He has worked in the GIS field for over 15 years in Sudan and Qatar. He has an extensive Esri and ArcGIS experience. What we've experienced with him since he's been here is Sammy is a team player. He's been right there beside Carmen to hit the ground running and pitch in with getting City of Dixon's projects back up and going, working with plans for the server upgrade. And he's always comes into the office with a smile on his face and makes sure he stops and says good morning to everyone out in the assessment office and to me as he goes to his office in the morning. So we've enjoyed having Sammy on our team so far. Is there anything you'd like to share with us?
Thank you very much, everyone. Thank you, Jennifer, for the warm welcome. Thank you very much. My name is Sammy. I'm the new GIS tech. It's my great pleasure to be part of Lee County team. As Jennifer mentioned, that professionally I have more than 15 years of experience in GIS technology. I've worked in many functional work areas nationally and internationally in Qatar and Germany. I obtained my master's degree in geoinformatics and photogrammetry, which is the aerial photography and geographical information system from Stuttgart University of Applied Science in Germany. And they have also BSc degree in surveying engineering from Khartoum University in Sudan. Before I joined the Lee County GIS department, I've worked with a company that performed all the survey works for COMED, the electricity company. Well, also in Qatar, I work with the Internal Security Forces as a GIS specialist. I was responsible for updating and upgrading all the GIS layers. Well, since I joined the GIS and assessment department here in Lee County, I involved in many activities and projects immediately from day one. That was before 6 weeks times fly. Yes.
Is that why it feels more like 8 weeks to Jennifer?
Yes, exactly. Yeah. Exactly. Yes, so many activities, so many projects. The department is very active, and I've met many people from public works, water department, and also our consultant from another company, and so on. Yeah, I'm so excited. I'm so excited about my new responsibilities. And also, well, I would like to thank you so much for giving me this great opportunity and for the support you have given me, especially Carmen, Jennifer, and Wendy's, and all of you. Thank you very much. And Chris. Thank
The
you.
only critique I have is we're from the Midwest. We talk really slow here.
Okay. Okay, to be fair, you all talk really slow. Wendy over here talks really fast. I'm with you.
So we're excited to have you. And,
Thank you. Thank you so much.
we're
I'm
gonna
so
do some
excited to,
Fun
glad
stuff
to be
now
part
in
of
the
it.
GIS.
Thank you.
Hey, he's from out of town, so he's got to be an expert.
Absolutely.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it.
Go ahead. Anything else?
Well, for the GIS report, Sammy and I worked with the city of Dixon to get sanitary mains added to their water department layer or web map. And they gave us several other layers to add, manhole covers and storm drains that they want to get incorporated into their map. So we're working on that. Sammy's working on a Dixon rural fire wall map that they've been asking me for months that I just have not had time to get for them because they already have one, but they want a new one. So he's doing that with indexing so they can have the streets indexed for whoever needs to look at that. 911 just did another software upgrade for their Motorola system. So I helped Mike with that, with the mapping part of it. And like Sammy said, we've been working with CloudPoint to get ready for our new server to kind of not migrate in what we have, but to build something new and clean for our web map so that we don't have any issues like I had earlier this year. So that'll be coming up soon.
Chris, if I could just add one thing to that, what Carmen said is just a reminder. I think most of you already remember this, but in case not, we have a contract with the city of Dixon to provide those services. So the city of Dixon pays us for the aerial photography and those services $25,000 a year. So that's why you hear them referring to the city of Dixon and the assistance in building layers that they just reported on, because we do get paid for that service.
Okay, so I have a few things going on this month. As far as the office goes, our township books were due and turned in June 15th. So that's our township assessors and field person getting all of their work done for us statutorily by June 15th. So I believe we have all of those in now, and we're wrapping up our quadrennial review of the middle townships, Ashton, Bradford, Nachusa, Franklin Grove, Amboy, Lee Center, and Mesa Blet, that we do for the quadrennial review. So that's kind of what we're working on in the office. The other thing that we have going on is there is multi-township redistricting required due to the 2020 census. Those numbers are in, and Mesa Blet did not have enough population to stay just the two of them for their multi-township assessment district. And I believe I mentioned that last month, but so I had kind of reached out to the townships that are affected to let them know what I was thinking and let them know this was going on. And I didn't really have much response from them. I did hear from Gerald Henkel from Lee Center, and when we talked a little bit, and he seemed on board with what was going on. So officially, I'm sending out the map with my suggestion to combine Mesa Blet with Lee Center and leave Amboy as a standalone township. So I'm getting that memo sent out to the township supervisors and needing to get that on the radar of the county board. At this time, we just need them to be aware that this is going on. We don't need any action from them at this time. It may be necessary if the townships don't agree to my proposal and they disagree with each other, that there be a county board has to hold a public hearing to resolve any disputes. I don't anticipate that, but that is a possibility down the road. And then once all of this gets signed off on by the township supervisors and everyone's on board, we will need to have the county board put this into action with an ordinance. But that's just kind of down the road right now. I just wanted to let you guys know and let the county board know what's going on and what the plan is. I included in the onboard packet the map with the populations and EAVs of the districts as I'm proposing, and my memo that is going out to the township supervisors. So any questions? I do also have on my radar, I wanted to remind you that we have the ordinance that we laid over last month with 30-day layover, but we need to have the county board vote on the opt-out of special assessment for low-income housing. That is a state statute that allows for a reduction in the assessed value of all eligible newly constructed and rehabilitated properties that meet the eligibility requirements. It's something that for counties under 3 million inhabitants, we can opt out of this program. Cook County cannot opt out of it. I feel like it was structured more for those larger counties. It would cause a subsequent shift in the tax burden if we had applicants that qualified for this program, and it would also cause administration of the program undue burden with without additional resources. It would cause an undue burden to the assessment office with all the requirements for this application. There's a group that was put together for the with other county assessors that are trying to put together an application that would be across the board, everybody would use to make this easier. And as of right now, I think I have their application. A uniform application is several pages of them trying to put together something that would work easier and uniformly for every county, but it's a large undertaking to administer this program. So I suggest that we opt out, and the county board will always have the option to opt back in the future if a situation arises that they feel fits the need. Are there any questions on that?
Thank you, Jen.
Yep.
Good morning. I'd like to give you an update on the primary election that was approximately 2 weeks ago. We had a really awesome turnout. Actually, it was 25.5%. Okay, but we were the highest in the surrounding area. So I think what helped with a lot of that was that people came in to pay their taxes and they said, oh, I can early vote. So that normally it runs 20%, but it was 25.5% this time. So that was great. We had 21,612 total voters. 18.1% of that 25.5% was early voting. So that's a great thing. And I try to push that because it's so easy to early vote. If you go on the website, it still does say final unofficial. They will not be technically official until tomorrow. There's a lot of things that play into that, but we're very, very close. But tomorrow they will go on the website as official. New equipment, all in all, just went fabulous. Election judges were super excited about the ease of setting up and closing down. The equipment was a lot less cumbersome. So all in all, with the new election company, it went really well. And I'm sure if you look on the website, it looks a lot different than what it used to look, but it's really easy to maneuver. If you go over to the left panel and click on where you want to go to, it gets you a lot faster. And that's all I have. Any questions? Thank you.
Thank you. Nobody else is here, so we'll continue moving on. COVID policy and updates. I really think we probably remove this at this point from the agenda. I don't see a reason why we need to revisit this at this point. So that's all right. We'll just remove it. 5 with 22 days. So let's just remove it and move on with life. 2022 next 3 things are kind of placeholders as we move forward into August, September, and beyond. 2022 sexual harassment training. That will go out to all the department heads September 1st to have completed. Once again, county board members will be asked to complete this as well. From our discussion at our special executive meeting, we're going to put together a couple committee assignments and restructurings. As we've gotten rid of the claims process, we've noticed that we don't necessarily need to, at least in my mind, don't have to have 6 standing committees as we're at right now. I think this committee's been tasked with kind of coming up with a couple different ideas. Wendy and I'll work through some stuff. If you've got some ideas or suggestions that you want to be part of, more by all means, reach out to Wendy and myself if you've got some ideas, and we'll present them hopefully next month for us to discuss and make our recommendation moving forward to executive and the whole county board, which leads in the rules and procedures and updates. Really by going from 24 down to 20, that's the big thing that we have to update, and the committee assignment and restructuring will feed into that as well. So once again, those 3 things are just there as placeholders. So Wendy and I don't forget that they need to be done here sooner than later. That is all I have, unless anybody's got something for the good of the group. I will entertain a motion to move into executive session. Ms. Naylor, Mr. Palin. Roll call going.
Nancy Naylor. I'm saying that or I can't
Yes.
remember your name.
It's
You
Alan.
stressed her out by calling on her at the
Danielle
last
Allen,
minute.
Bill Palin,
Yes.
Chris Dorberg,
Yes.
and Katie White.
Hey, executive.
Hold on, I gotta say.
No, you're good. It's Monday for sure. I mean, I'm there. Yes.
Did you repeat that? Yeah, she's got enough